Lewis and Son brings you this portion of the program. Again, we apologize for lip smacking, jaw jacking Jeff Matthews not being here today. He called in sick this morning after he'd prepared a bunch of food to probably feed 50 of us.
He could have at least brought the food.
That's right, and dropped it off out front. I mean, oh, come on. I mean, yeah. Shane gonna be mad today.
I know.
He gonna be able to eat.
I'm sure he'll take it.
All right, Lewis and Son, when the weather's been good and there's no storms, hail damage, anything like that, you guys still stay pretty busy, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, we just get a lot of work a lot of times. I mean, sometimes people, they might have leaks. They might not necessarily call us that day. They may not think about it.
Don't forget me on that leak I got.
We got you. We got you covered.
Now, but y'all don't just fix roofs.
No, we'll fix a lot of things. I mean, I see a little bit of everything. That's one of my specialties that I handle. A lot of the multiple trades, whether it's interior damage, whether it's exterior damage, and the beautiful days, I mean, days like today where the sun's out and people get out in their flower beds and they might look up and see something on their house. Well, I need to call somebody. Well, give us a call. That's what we're here for.
If you see a few shingles missing off your roof, is that to be concerned?
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if it's just a couple, you know.
Well, I mean, sometimes it depends on what type of roof you have. Anytime you've got shingles, that if something even just looks weird, that needs to be checked out. If it's missing, absolutely needs to be
What about when
addressed.
you start to get a stain? And I've seen where some people will come out and clean your roof. Is that a good thing?
There are compounds that people use. The staining that you're seeing a lot of times is on the north side of the roof, and it's an oxidation that and kind of a fungus that occurs. It's naturally occurring. Typically in the 10 to 12 to 15-year-old roofs, you'll start to see that. They do have compounds that people use to clean it. I don't necessarily recommend it because sometimes those
So it
compounds...
doesn't necessarily mean you need a new roof, though.
No, it's just showing its age. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get up there with cleaners and abrasives that's going to actually do more damage than they do good.
I can see me up on top of the house trying to, with a scrub thing, trying to clean the deal up there. So, yeah, it wouldn't be that far down, about 4 stories. But
there are different options that you could do. We don't necessarily do that ourselves, but there are companies out there that will provide those type cleaning surfaces.
yeah, Clear Shine, I think the guy we always see a lot does that type of work. You guys also do windows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
That's something most people probably don't know. I've seen it in your spot a couple of times. What kind of windows do y'all have?
The windows we install is a Simonton vinyl replacement window. Simonton is a great manufacturer, top to bottom, as far as not only the quality of the product, but also the company that stands behind it. They've got a couple different lines of windows that we use, and it's just a really good product. The nuts and bolts of the windows, knowing them in and out, I really like them.
All right. So you stay pretty busy even though in beautiful days. Now, do you do any roofing yourself?
Not anymore. I do some roof repairs. Typically, if I happen to have the stuff on my truck that if I go out and I sell a job that just needs a repair, or if it's a temporary repair, sometimes I'll do that just so we don't have to dispatch.
All right, let me ask you about, in our house, we've only had this happen like 3 times. We have a big plate glass window. And you could see where the sheetrock had, we've been there 5 years, it cracked some, so, you know, we never got evidently when the wind comes real hard and blows, water will come into the dining room.
Storms.
I guess that's what we call that room. There's a table in there.
Dining room.
So we never fixed it. So we had them come out. Bobby Terry they sent a guy out there.
Sheetrock.
Brian did.
Yeah.
Sheetrock thing. Well, looks great, man. Looks great. Well, it wasn't. 6 months later, comes a big storm.
Happened again.
It just looks like a big balloon, you know, and then it dries back up. What is that, a pinhole leak or something?
Call Lewis and Sons.
In your particular case where your water was coming in, you had a blowing rain that was actually happening on the roll lock of the windowsill just above the roof.
Right.
To where whenever you look at it, you first think, hey, that's the roof of this bay area that where the leak is happening, but it's actually happening about 6 inches above that on an upstairs window where you're getting that blowing, driving rain that just happens to be pushing the water.
Can you find it and fix it?
Absolutely.
Now, you told me, and you and Shane were at the house that day, y'all have literally gone out in freezing weather, and one in the house and one outside with a hose pipe, spraying, trying to get the water to come through, to find it.
And we've done it too. We've had, me and Mr. Lewis, we sat out on a job one day for nearly 2 hours with a water hose, knowing that the leak was there. We just had to find the right hose.
You don't use the term hose pipe.
No.
I use water hose, but different people use different
Water
terms, and that's fine. But we sat out for almost 2 hours that day on this one job, knowing that we found, and once we found it, I mean, water just poured in the house. And it probably caused, that one hole probably caused close to $10,000 worth of damage.
Yeah.
And it was a very similar hole to what you have.
So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm saying, you got a big hole, you better get it fixed. But
Do you recommend somebody I could call?
yeah, call us.
533-1213.
Yeah. Well, you know what, how about fixing it where I can get that sheetrock fixed? So you're telling me I don't need to get the sheetrock fixed again?
No.
No.
Once we're done with it, you can get your sheetrock fixed and you won't have any problems. But
Do you guys do that as well?
yeah, we do.
Great. See?
I'm already into them 20 grand already, and ain't got them over there yet. Thanks for the confidence, David. All right, y'all call Lewis & Son if you need something, 533-1213. Don't forget Bean Day across the street, First National Bank. They do it at all their locations, Pulaski, Ardmore, Fayetteville, Huntsville. I don't know where else they may be, but today it's a free meal. I'll buy you lunch. Come over next door right today from 11 to 1. Spit on mine in roofing. Thursday, that's today. Eat all you can. Don't forget the rodeo. The Grand Marshal Parade is this Saturday downtown at 2 o'clock, and then everything gets underway next week. We'll keep you posted on all that. Miss Rodeo, Limestone County, will be with us tomorrow.
That's right. Lacey Estep will be with us, joining us, talking about the Chick-fil-A rodeo night.
All right, so we'll have to talk about all that. Last Friday, Athens Hospital put on a good thing. They started this last year, and they put on, a lot of folks show up and showed you flow, teaching a lot of older folks how to dance yesterday. We'll have some more of that today.
That was funny.
Interview with Kelly Powers, and we got our blood work done while we were down there, too. So let's go back downtown from last Friday afternoon, the Athens Limestone Hospital. Y'all hang on.